Hello, hello, hello. I am Charmaine Carter and I'm the founder and president of Wife Up. I hope that this network works. I pray that you are praying with us, that we have a really good broadcast. So we're going to go ahead and share really quickly. If you can hear us, please like it.
I got to find it.
You got to go to my page.
Okay,
We
I'm at your
we
page.
had everybody
Okay,
traveling
now,
the world.
Here we go. I'm there now. All right. I'm going to invite.
You know what? Someone needed to hear this at 8 o'clock. I think.
Right,
I believe that someone just needed to hear this at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Right. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Sharing now.
Okay. Can you hear us? Is the sound good? Please share some hearts, y'all. We're trying to get this information to you. Does it sound good?
Can you hear me now?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Am I getting some hearts, y'all? Is it buffering? Is it working?
She said, hearing.
Oh, wonderful. Great. I'm just going to share this in our Wife Up support group, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. What I was saying on like 3 posts ago. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for joining us. We have a Coupled Up giveaway. So if you are interested in our Coupled Up marriage getaway on May 19th through the 21st, go to our Wife Up page. We have a flyer about entering a contest for a giveaway. We're doing a fundraiser. All you have to do is just donate $10 to bless a couple. We really want to be a blessing to a couple that really wants to be a part of the getaway, wants to connect with other couples, and we just want to sponsor them. So be a part of that, even if you're not even able to come to the getaway, just still, put in a donation, and that's www.coupledupgetaway.com. So I am sharing this in our Wife Up support group. And then we'll be ready to get started. Let's go ahead and introduce our panel. We have the erogenous coach slash DJ slash elder slash photographer.
Yeah, a little bit of that too.
Husband,
father, yeah.
Great man. Anything else?
That sums me up.
This is Mike Shaw, everyone. etc. For all of the things that he does.
Hi, everybody. How y'all doing out there?
How long have you been married, Mike?
I have been married to my beautiful, gorgeous, sophisticated, sexy, seductive.
Talk, man. Talk.
We'll be married for 15 years and come next month.
Ooh.
I love her so much. She has changed my life. Y'all just don't understand. She has changed and saved my life.
This not even an icebreaker. You
Yeah.
have to go in on the introduction.
Y'all
already had
y'all just
our
don't know
link.
that woman right there. If I could describe the perfect woman, LaVon is it. She has done so much for me. Yeah, I one day I'm gonna go live and do my own story for y'all one day. She literally saved my life, but not tonight.
We're half an hour late.
Okay,
So
but I'll do it another time. But I'll tell y'all the story. But
we'll be able to get to that later.
That's the one right there.
All right, and we have. What's all your titles?
Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. But just
Etc.
minister, husband, father,
Mm-hmm.
teacher, friend, brother, uncle, all that good stuff.
Don't forget about singer. Not singer, but singer.
Nah, I hum a little bit. That's what I do.
Just a little bit.
Don't be humble,
This
Jermaine.
is Jermaine Presley, everyone.
Yes.
We are excited to have these husbands on. This is going to be an amazing show. So we lost some people. We were supposed to start at 7:30. So we just need your help sharing the link that works.
Exactly. The link that works.
So I'm inviting my friends to join. This is the link that works, and I just hope that you will pray with us that it will continue to work so the broadcast won't get interrupted. So let's get started, guys.
All right.
All right. Let's roll.
I usually do a couple of icebreaker questions, but let's just do one. Let's just jump right in.
Okay.
What were the most amount of times you've had sex in a week?
Oh Lord. I'll let my brother go first.
Okay. Let's see. Oh man, when we first got married, man, I think about every day of the week we was in each other's faces, so in other places, but yeah. So yeah, I say this. I think about a straight week we had to take a break. I was like, we're gonna work each other out, but it was a good time. Now you want to go for a day? No, that's a whole other show.
Okay. That's another icebreaker, y'all.
I can talk about that.
What about you?
I think it would be the same thing. Yeah, first got married like a week, but yeah, we get it in. We get it in. We get it in. You know, we
in the morning,
in the evening, ain't we got fun?
It's gonna be good, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But I would say a good 3, 4, 5 times.
6,
Yeah,
7.
7 times a week. Yeah, that's
Their wives are behind the cameras right now laughing. Just so we know, we have to put it out there though because they're watching you.
Yeah.
Our husbands tonight have immunity, okay? So whatever they say, y'all can't be giving faces in the background, okay?
I'm gonna kill him when he get home.
They have immunity. All right. So I had a wife who asked, why do men act like they listen but don't? And how can I get my husband to listen to me?
I would say personally, it all starts out with communication. You have to be an effective communicator.
Yeah.
You have to be able to talk to your wife, and then not only do you talk to your wife, but you got to be able to listen. So first and foremost, he needs to check himself, and check out where he's weak, and then that will make him a better all-around husband for his wife.
Okay. Well, one thing I could say is, how are you talking to him? Are you?
That's important.
Are you nagging him?
That's important.
Are you like constantly? You know, what's that saying? My wife always tells me, you get more bees with honey than salt.
Oh
yeah.
You know, sometimes you gotta like, honey, sweetheart, baby, and I really love you and everything, but I need you to take the trash out for me, a little more constantly. Oh, I need, honey, I don't like falling in the toilet seat. Could you please keep the lid down on the toilet seat?
The toilet seat situation.
Man, I understand you were a bachelor before, but you're married now. I need you to just help me out a little bit.
Right.
I love you so much. Could you please do that for me? Thank you, sweetheart. Men like to be smooth.
I mean, and just to piggyback on Mike, how you say something
Exactly.
will get a whole lot of, the best results. Because if you come at me and you straight out the gate and you like nagging on me or that pit bull mentality, brother's gonna shut down quick.
Right. Yeah, dudes don't want.
You can't come and just be nagging and
But what if it's just a regular conversation? How do you get them to just listen in a regular conversation?
Okay, you talk like you're talking to like one of your friends. You and your husband you and your spouse, y'all best friends. You are your first best friend, and you talk to him or her like you're talking to one of your friends. Just average conversation. No nagging, no boisterous yelling, or just talk to him like you talk to an average person, but it's not the average spouse. But friendly conversation. No shouting, no yelling. Just be cool, and you'll get more across. You'll get more out of them than not. So.
Okay, that's good. All right. How do we communicate effectively when we're mad?
Oh, yeah.
For me, the first thing that I need to do is take a step back, me personally, so that I don't portray what I'm feeling onto my wife. Because sometimes I could be wrong and I need to check me. So I need to go off in a corner and I need to pray. And I need to ask God to give me what to say, or how can I convey to my wife what I'm feeling without coming off abusive or nasty or demeaning.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, every time I do that, the Lord always provides a door where we can come together and we can talk, and it's able to be received. Because my wife, when she gets like that, she needs her time too. And I trust me, I back away. Yes.
Oh, wait.
Yes. I go into a secret place. Yes, in the corner. Yes, I do.
The secret.
I'm gonna need my wife to stop giving me all them hearts though.
I was gonna say immunity. Look, immunity. What about you, Mike?
Sometimes you have to, like Jermaine said, sometimes you have to slow down and back away and just go to your neutral corner before you say something that you're gonna regret. And do something you might regret. So, sometimes, from my experience, I used to get upset when we get mad or something. I really grab my keys and walk out the door. Let's go. I'm going for a ride. And but LaVon has taught me how to stay in the situation, not leave, but stay there so we can talk out what we need to talk out. Because that kind of messed up my first marriage, and now that non-communication, get mad and go and shut down and don't talk thing. But you don't want to do that, because if you do that, that lets the enemy gets in. So when you stop communicating and you start talking all together, that's when the devil gets in and says, "I got you now. I can separate you two. I can do what I want to do. I can get y'all apart, and once I do that, I can break your family up next." Because when mom and pop stop talking, that affects the kids. So you got to keep the lines of communication open, but you got to do it effectively. You can't go in angry. You can't go in screaming and yelling, because that just makes it worse. You got to learn how to talk quietly and effectively to each other. And one thing you never do is argue in front of the kids. Please don't do that.
Oh my God.
Don't let them see.
You sound like you have a story.
Don't let them see you arguing.
I
don't
really
let
do.
them, they can see you, maybe see you disagree a little bit, but when y'all have y'all knock down drag outs, when y'all really going back, y'all need to go to the car or something, and not let them see that. So, but and once you come together and talk effectively to each other, I think you can work it out. Any situation can be worked out. Like we said, don't sweat the small stuff, and everything is small stuff.
This is my second marriage.
I like that. Can you repeat that though? Hold on.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff.
And everything is small
Everything
stuff.
is small stuff.
Love that.
It
Put a pin in that.
Truly is. This is my second marriage, our second marriage. And in my first marriage, there was a lot of talking at and not talking to. And when you hear that, it just makes, for men, we shut down.
Oh, yes, we do. Yeah.
I mean, we go completely down. We don't want to hear it. It's literally the Charlie Brown syndrome. Wah, 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 wah,
Right.
wah, wah. That's all you hear. And I'm trying to find a way of escape any way I can. For me, I worked 7 days a week. I worked myself into the ground. I worked literally 7 days a week, looking for anybody to call out for overtime, whatever I could do just to stay away, so I wouldn't have that confrontation.
Yeah, mine was never that bad. My first marriage, when we would just stop talking, and we were one thing. I was young. I was like about 26 years old, I guess, and I wasn't mature enough to be married. And when we stopped communicating, I went my way, she went her way, and it messed us up. But I'm glad to say that now I got married again, and my wife has taught me you can't just walk away. You have to learn how to communicate. You have to talk to me before something else happens. So once, like I said before, once you start talking, that's it.
This is a unique show because I believe this is the first time we've had a husband that's been divorced, and we have two husbands that's been divorced and who remarried. So they have a lot of experience. So I hope that you'll take notes. I'm going to go to the next question. How do I truly, truly forgive and forget so that trust and love will be restored?
It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. Anything that's worth fighting for takes some time. You have to really pray and ask God, is this really what you want me to do? Is this really worth all the struggle I'm going through? And anything that's worth fighting for is usually worth keeping. So, you know, it's a process. You know, you have to work through it. You know, even if it takes getting some counseling, ask your pastor or go to someone you don't know, which is usually a good idea anyway. Someone that's not personally involved in your life, like your pastor,
a neutral person.
A neutral person, who can mediate between the two of you and figure out what's going on. And one thing you have, definitely, this is the main thing, you have to be honest about what your situation is. You can't go in there telling lies. You got to tell the truth about. Once you get the truth out, then everything can be fixed. You got to get that truth out. You can't sit there and say she did this and he did that and not be truthful about it. So, you know, truth brings light to everything.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. You gotta be honest.
Can I switch hats for a little bit?
Go ahead, man.
The Bible says all have sinned and come short. The Bible also says that love covers a multitude of sin. So if I've fallen short and love covers a multitude of sin, then if I come to you and confess what my sin is, then we ought to have a conversation to work through it. Even if you get mad at me, you want to.
Y'all can call back later. We busy.
Okay.
Call back later.
Even if you.
We're back. Someone called me. If you're watching this, don't call me. Don't call me right now. Call me in an hour and a half.
You know, it takes time. It's a process. You have to communicate. You know, you have to work at it. You have to want it. How bad do you want it?
That's the thing.
You know, is it worth you fighting for?
Right.
You know, are you committed to the relationship? Are you committed to that person, or was it just something that you did just because it was the right thing to do?
Oh man, ooh, Jermaine, I'm glad you said that. Didn't I say that last night, Devon? I said you should get married, not because you have to. You should get married because you want to. If you want to get married, God will guide you in the right direction to get married. You shouldn't marry somebody because you have to.
That's right.
You know, because you have to. It's not because if you have to marry somebody, that's not what you really want to do. You know, it's like I'm being forced to marry this person.
And that's not gonna
And
work.
that's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work
at all. You should marry someone because you want to marry, because you want to be committed to that person, because you want to love that person. And the other thing, one thing people that we don't really focus on is commitment to marriage. We say the pretty words and I do's and everything, but do we really mean those words?
I do.
Yeah, I know I do.
I do.
Because if you go into a marriage and you half-heartedly do it, and you half-heartedly commit to your marriage, it's gonna fall apart.
You shouldn't get married in the first place.
Right. You should not. One thing I tell people all the time: if you have trust issues with yourself, you don't need to get married to nobody.
Right.
If you can't trust yourself, you got an issue and you can't trust another person, because that's what it takes to be married. You have to trust that person you're marrying to be faithful to you. You have to trust yourself to know that you're going to be faithful to that person. If you have trust issues, you should not get married. Because I've seen couples that I know, and seen couples that I've seen that they can't go out the door without thinking, is she gonna cheat on me? Is he gonna cheat on me? Is who he looking at now? You know, who's she talking to now? That's. I mean, I love the cell phones, y'all folks out there in cell phone land, and I love them. It's the greatest invention. It's also the worst invention, because that thing can break you up, left and right. So you gotta be careful with them things. But you gotta be able to trust one another as your and your commitment in your marriage. Trust is a big thing. Right and different communication, they equal.
Trust and communication.
For me, when I married Talita, I told her that you were the last person that I want to see before I go meet Jesus.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
And I mean that.
That's good.
He said it in the sexy voice too. And
I mean,
mean
when you look at the person who you standing making a vow before God, your family, your friends, you have pledged your life with that person.
Yeah.
And I always tell guys, yeah, the grass look green over there. Might be some good grazing, but there's a high water bill that come with it. You might get over there and there might be a little crab grass over there. You might get some grubs and some worms. You may get all kinds of stuff.
Had to do some little weeding there.
Yeah, you gotta have to do a little weeding every now and then, you know.
Man.
So when you know that you have that person who God has ordained for your life,
Yes.
yeah.
And you want that lawn to look real nice, you gotta do a little work. You gotta do a little work on that lawn.
All right, let's go to this question.
Okay.
How can I fix my personal issues and myself when I have to focus on my family?
Well, yeah, man, that's a okay. That's a good question. How can I fix my personal issues? Okay. So
You need to take time to deal with you as an individual. And if you, first and foremost, before you get married, you need to address all of that. One of the things that I prayed for before Tamita and I got married, my prayer was, Lord, any baggage that we've hid in our hearts that we have not dealt with, bring to the forefront so that it will be dealt with, so that we don't have to deal with it when we get later on in the marriage.
right.
Because what happens is we hide those little things, and one little thing, and then another little thing, and then another little thing. And before you know it, it becomes this big mess. And now that big mess has spilled over into your marriage because you haven't dealt with that one little thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, at this stage of the game, you need to literally take some time in prayer, in fasting, and begin to ask God for you to be able to deal with you as an individual.
That's good.
So that you could begin to be the better wife, you know, the best mother, you know, and be who God has truly called you to be. You know, you got to step outside of you and just really allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be broken, so that He can pull all of that stuff out of you.
Yeah.
Because the more you sit there and the more you hold that stuff in, you become toxic.
Exactly.
And you're going to become toxic, not just to, you know, to your husband, to your children, and it's going to spill over in your church, it's going to spill over in your job, you know, and you're going to be a toxic mess.
Yeah.
Toxic mess. Don't be a toxic mess.
You don't want that.
Want to add anything?
You know, I think sometimes, even when people do get married and they are still held on to those personal issues, I think sometimes if you're willing to, and you and your spouse are willing to work together to help alleviate your issues together, it can be done. I've seen it happen. And that's when counseling comes in. That's when you together praying and being honest with each other comes in. It's like, baby, I got a problem, and I need your help to help me work through it.
Yeah.
You know, okay, you know, baby, I got something over here that I need to take care of in order for us to go further. You know, can I abide in you to help me get through this? And can I ask you to help me, you know, settle this problem that I'm having? And if you're willing to work together, the two of you can solve anything. You know, that's why when they say working together till death do us part, that means something. That means whatever comes up in sickness and in health, rich and for poor, those are not just fancy words. Those words actually mean something. They mean whatever you're going through together, whatever you're going through is going to be work and you can get through it together if you work together and stay together and commit to each other and deal with it together. And the main thing is you got to keep God in between the two of you, and you can't let other outside influences get in.
Yeah.
And because you two are the last words y'all going to talk to each other. Those, you know, y'all are the ones who make the final decision. Not your mama, not your daddy, not the in-laws. You know, it's up to you two to make the final decision, the final commitment to get whatever you're going through to work through.
Mike, let me interject this. How can two walk together except they agree?
Exactly.
Now, granted, you're not going to agree on everything. You may have to agree to disagree and table something and come back to it. But the mere fact that you addressed it lets you know that this is something that we both have to work on.
Exactly.
And in the meantime, if it's tabled, then that means that God needs to either work on your heart or my heart so that we can come back together and find a solution for this thing.
Right.
But at least you brought it to the table so that the enemy doesn't have a way of making that become a wedge in between your marriage. And then he looks for any little gap or chink in the armor.
Right, exactly.
We had our assistant pastor say something that was so powerful, and he said there's safety in the fortress. So your home is a fortress. It's an impenetrable place. There's safety there. There's refuge there. So if you come home and you got a little chink in that fortress to where the enemy can start chipping away and get in, you're gonna overrun and he's gonna overtake.
That's why you got to constantly keep putting those prayer bricks in.
That's it.
You got to keep putting those barriers up to keep the enemy out. That's why you ever seen a castle how it has the moat in the front, and it has the buttress on top, and it overlooks and you can see what's coming.
Yeah.
And it has the turrets in the corner and things like that to keep the enemy out, to keep the slings and arrows from coming in, damaging your marriage. So you have to really be careful about who you let talk to you and your spouse. You have to pick and choose your friends. And I suggest if you're going to be married, pick married friends. Yeah. You know, you have your few single friends. Ladies, you have your little girlfriends, whatever. But you should, your main confidants should be married people. Now that's just my opinion. I don't know what everybody else's opinion is, but your friends should be married just like you are. And that way you ain't got to worry about nobody sneaking around looking, we fine, girl, keep your single girlfriends out your house.
And if you're looking for married friends, one online, if you're looking for some people to connect to, Wife Up has an online support group that you can join. We have our husband's partner group. It's called the Husband's Dog Fight. They're actually about to do a challenge right at Easter if you want to join that group. But then you can come meet us at Coupled Up Marriage Getaway, May 19th through the 21st. So just look up Coupled Up Marriage Getaway. But there's always opportunities for you to connect with other couples. And then you can just inbox me, and then I can probably connect you. No matter where you are, I can probably connect you to someone who has a marriage ministry so you can connect with other couples.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Good marriage ministry is always a good thing.
Good marriage ministry is always good.
You're in the church, and if your church doesn't have one, you should talk to your pastor about creating one, a marriage ministry. And in fact, if you talk to your pastor about it, he'll probably make you the one in charge of it.
Yes, yes. Trust me, I know. That's what happened to me. That's how I started Wife Up, y'all. I was like, is there something for women? And then he said, no, but you should do something. You should connect with my wife. And then so that's how everything started. Exactly. So just be ready. Be the change that you want to see. Just be ready. All right. So we're going to ask one more question, and then we're going to talk about sex, because you're the erogenous coach, and we definitely want to take advantage of your expertise.
Hold on.
Watch out there now.
We're going to talk about sex.
Be careful what you ask for. Well, come on, somebody.
A wife asks, why do husbands think it's less masculine to show emotion while praising God?
That's just a man thing. That's all it is. That's all. We ain't
supposed to get on. That is a man that has not, this is just me talking, okay? That is a man that has not fully let go of who he is, of what the world thinks that he is. Because when you're free in God, you don't care where you are. You cry, you shout, you dance, you run, you holler. You do whatever it is that you need to do to convey what it is that you're feeling, to express to God, you know what I'm saying, in your worship, how you're feeling. So, he needs to just let go and let God. That's the bottom line.
Now, my wife, when we first got married, she said, I don't think your tear ducts even work. I've never seen you cry. No, I am. Sometimes I can be a blubbering baby. Sometimes when I get emotional, and it takes a lot for me to get there. But like watching my baby girl, like when she was like 2 years old, I cried when she did a little play thing. And my mother, she's like, "You crying?" I say, "No, I ain't crying. It's just something in my eye, But there's nothing wrong with men crying. Nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I think if you don't cry, might be something wrong with you. Because sometimes things get, there are times in your life where emotions are needed. You need to show emotion. You can't just be a rock and just be a brick. Because people think there's something wrong with you. God built emotions in us to be shown, to be let out. There's nothing wrong with me crying. I think the last time I cried was cried like a baby last year when I was in that hospital bed. I heard that song came on, and when I thought I was going to die, I was sitting in the hospital just crying. Vaughn told me one time, I talked to my daughter. She called me on the phone when I was in the room, and she called me and she said, "I love you, Daddy." And I said, "LaVon, take this from me." Mm-hmm. I'm sitting there crying, and I don't think she's never seen me cry like that before. Mm-hmm. And it just came over me all of a sudden. But one thing about crying, it's free. It's emotionally, right. It's very free.
Very free.
The stuff you have built up inside you, the anger, the frustration, a good cry will let it out. And when you finish, you will feel so much better that you let that frustration go, let that anger go, let that old macho thing. Yeah, that's a stereotype. That ain't nothing. That's just the world trying to tell you how to be. You let God. If you really got God in your life, and you got a good woman in your life, you're gonna cry, and you need to show emotion, because she needs to know that you're feeling something other than just I want to come home and have sex and have dinner ready. No, that's macho bullcrap.
But to answer the question more directly, the wife needs to begin to pray for her husband, that God will touch him in a way that he will begin to express himself, that he begins to deepen and heighten his relationship with God, that he becomes more connected and all so forth.
I like the way Jermaine cleans me up. That's so cool.
Yeah, he comes back and like alley-oops it, right?
Right. Yeah. Take that.
Hey,
take that.
He's shooting the ball. I just give him a little pass and assist. That's all.
So since we're talking about scoring,
let's go.
All right.
Let's go ahead and talk about sex. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
My Lord, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I need to get you a Greg Blackman.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't see nothing wrong.
With a little bump and grind, okay?
Thank you all.
So it asks, how do you get the romance back in your marriage?
A little candlelight. Wow.
You gonna sing it?
No, I ain't singing that. Little soft music. Come on.
You have to know your spouse.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
You have to know your spouse intimately. What she likes, what she does not like. You have to know your spouse, and you have to romance her 24/7. It never stops. I'm talking about little love texts during the day. Calling. I use some corny lines on my wife. I hit her with one the other day. This is straight corny. I'm telling you, it's corny.
I would hit this.
Okay.
I called and I said, "Babe, what you doing?" She said, "Babe, I'm at work. I'm working. What you think?" I said, "Girl, you gotta be tired." She was like, "Why?" Because I said, "You've been running around in my mind all day long."
Oh, man, that's corny.
It's corny, but the thing about it is, hey, wait a minute. It's corny. It's corny.
But she probably laughed too.
But here's the thing. What it is it at least let her know that, you know what, this joker thinking about me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's corny.
Right.
I admit.
You're right.
I admit, it's corny. But when she get home, I can put on, I don't see nothing wrong. I can put that on then.
Right. She's throwing out the
Yeah. And she know, but you have to know your spouse. You have to know what makes them tick. And then you got to pray, Lord, I need a release. Amen. Hallelujah. And I need her to be on one accord for a release, and we can come and release. Yes, God, together. Yes, hallelujah. Praise Him.
Together. Lord have mercy.
Yes.
All right, Roger, this coach.
Can we get in the building right now? Release together.
Get in the building.
Man, romance. What did you do to get her to fall in love with you the first time?
Amen. Yeah.
You did something right to
Yeah.
make that woman take your raggedy self and fall in love with you.
Sign a lifelong contract.
Yeah. Did you woo her? Did you smooth her? Did you take her out, take her to a favorite restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Did you buy flowers? Did you open the car door for her? Did you do all that the first time? Well, you got to continue that continuously. It's like a constant 24-hour, 365 date.
That's it.
That's what
That's
marriage is. That's what intimacy is. It's a constant, every day. You know, I'm thinking about you, baby. I love you. Even
Wow.
even when y'all mad at each other, I'm still thinking about you, baby. I still love you. No matter how mad you make me, no matter how bad you tick me off, I still love you. I still love your curves, all your lumps and bumps and rolls and everything. I want to get some gravy and use them rolls. You know, just all that.
Get some gravy and use them.
But wait a minute, hold on. But let me just say this.
Are you hearing these lines that they're using, y'all?
But
Just
what's so
walking
funny
around
when he
my
was
mind
talking,
all day.
what was so funny, I was like, you know what, you can be mad all you want. We gonna have some angry sex up in here.
Oh, isn't there a song about angry sex?
And
You can be mad all you want.
Angry
We gonna have some angry sex up in here.
Yes, sir.
So you can go ahead and be mad and lip pout and
Get
all
mad.
that. No, I want you to get madder and I'm looking. Okay. Yeah.
Pout your lip while you're doing it. Come on. I'm like,
Oh, man.
good plan. Angry sex is good sex. That's
Yeah.
what you can have. And when you
Bobby said yes for the angry sex.
look, by the time you finish, you ain't gonna know what
You're like, oh, I love you. Oh, I forgive you.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
James
Lord.
Hurst Jr. said, wash her, lotion her down, or just wash her feet and then lotion her feet. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah. All that good stuff.
Yeah, they love all that stuff, man.
Thank you for sharing, everyone. I see that people have been sharing, so thank you so much for sharing. All right, let's get to the next sex question.
Come on.
A wife said, I'm not good at initiating sex,
Oh, come on, girl.
but my husband wants me to.
God.
What are some suggestions for ways I can come on to him?
Oh my God.
Oh,
There again.
Can I start off?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, check this out. I said this the other night. When he come to the door when he get home from work, if you get home before him, grab that man, take that man, and take him and make him happy. I mean, just drop down in front of him. You know,
Oh, Lord.
when he come to the door, give him what he want.
Oh,
just don't
my.
even, make him look, so he don't even have to ask for it. Just to get that inhibition out, you know.
Got him coming on a Hyundai and leaving on the mobile. Yeah.
Yeah, all that. Just take him and just make him. Just, girl, he ain't gonna know what hit him. He gonna be so flustered. He gonna be like, "This my new wife. What's up? Where you come from?" Like, you know, give him what he want without having him to ask for it. I guarantee you, he'll love you to the day you die. Yes, sir.
Okay, so she wants to know how to initiate.
Yes.
Okay, she knows what her husband likes. If she knows her husband, she should be able. It should be easy to initiate. If you know your man and you know what he
Exactly.
likes, and you know what he likes in the bedroom, those should be some of the easy things. You know, tell him, "Come here, boy. Let me talk to you for a minute." You know, pull him aside and put him in the shower and wash him down. Take a shower with your husband.
Yeah.
Get intimate, touch, rub. You know, embrace. Feel all that good stuff. Hey, God, I felt the Shekinah coming.
Yes.
Yes, God, I felt a quickening. I felt a quickening.
Somebody's coming. Lord have mercy.
Yes, yes,
Man.
yes.
Y'all just don't understand, ladies.
Someone said no, don't
Ladies,
do
can I
that.
talk to you real quick? Ladies, can I talk to you real quick? You need to love on your husband. Man, he had a hard day. He don't know what he's been through. You know, dealing with them crazy folks at work. You need him when he come to the door. Just take him and just grab him in the shower. If he, like you work in a garbage truck or something, I don't know what he do for a living. Take him, throw him in the shower, and you get in there with him. Like my man said, wash him down, scrub him down, and then y'all head for the bedroom. Just finna rinse him off right there. Come on. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. Y'all together. Y'all love
You
each
just
other.
like being taken right after you come home from work.
Take me. Hey, come on.
Do you come all the way in the door, or just like when the car arrives, just go to the
Nah,
car?
like when you put the key in the door and you just about to walk through the door, that's when you just grab him by the collar. Come on, boy. Grab him by his tie.
LeVon, what are you doing to him?
If you wear a suit, just
Grab him,
by-
come in, let me show you something.
Oh, Amber said, when I come in the house from work, have not a trench coat with nothing under it.
Yeah.
So just have on a coat and just be naked under it and just show all your glory. Just
That'll work.
right when you walk in the door.
That'll work.
Close the door first because we don't want everyone else to see your glory.
That'll work.
All right.
Yeah, let them know something's up. Something will be up.
Something will be up.
Definitely will be up. Amen.
Oh, goodness.
I told y'all we're gonna have fun tonight.
We're going to have fun tonight. I'm so glad y'all coming to the getaway. They will be at Coupled Up Marriage Getaway talking about sex, talking way more than we're talking about tonight. Okay, someone put, my husband is unable to perform sexually due to health, and I don't feel loved or wanted. What should I do to satisfy my desires since he can't?
First and foremost, do you love your husband?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no disrespect, and I'm not trying to slam nobody, but if he can't perform because of health reasons, then there are other ways for you to be intimate and to be next to each other to where you can get that stimulant, and you know, when you kind of, you know, y'all laying there cuddle up and feeling and rubbing and grabbing and touching and kissing and all that good stuff, you gonna get some release. So you just gotta,
What'd you say to me? You can chime in, it's okay.
oh my God.
Oh, she said you can do other things.
My wife is pointing at me and telling me that
Jermaine's wife is in the building. She said you can do other things.
you have other orifices and all that good stuff to stimulate.
Barky said, watch out, Talita.
Look at it this way: when your hips won't, your lips will.
Oh,
When your hips won't, your lips will.
wow, 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 wow.
There's ways to get around
Somebody post that. That's a quote.
Uh-huh.
When your
Yeah.
hips won't, your lips will.
That's a teacher.
Mike Shaw.
Yeah, I said that. Look, there are ways to get around intimacy problems with dealing with health. I can put you into the direction of the erogenous coach, my beautiful wife LaVon Shaw, and there's one thing we teach. There's also something that we teach in her that she teaches in her book that she wrote, Sex Between Our Sheets, What God Allows.
That's it.
There's a chapter about intimacy for dealing with health problems. We've had couples that are in wheelchairs, that one spouse maybe wheelchair bound and can't please his wife physically, but there are tools that you can buy. Some people call them toys. We call them marital enrichment tools, and those can be used if you're not intimidated by them. So, but that's on a serious note. There are ways to help deal with that, and don't let your physical inability be the reason that you fall out of love or find fault with your spouse. There are ways to help that, and like I said, you want to get in touch with my wife, go on her Facebook page, contact her, send her a note.
Isn't it the page is the erogenous coach?
Reverend Doctor.
Yeah, Reverend
Dr.
Yeah.
LaVon
LaVon Shaw. And,
I'll give a shout out after
Yeah.
this. Just if you're following Wife Up, and they'll also be.
That's
They're
right.
all over our page because we
Yeah.
always partner together. We just did a panel last Friday at the Sanctuary at Kingdom
and
Square.
I think that question came up.
Yeah.
She spoke about that very subject right there. Because you want to be intimate, you love your spouse, and you want to be able to satisfy her, but you can't. So, but there are ways to get around that to keep that spark going. So don't let that be the reason you don't enjoy each other.
They did a demonstration on Friday when we did the panel together, and LaVon, they showed a marriage enrichment tool / toy, and you can control it from your phone. And the woman
Yes!
put it in her panties, and the husband has control over when he satisfies her.
Buzz.
It was amazing to see.
Yeah,
There's an app.
Bobby,
there's an app for
you
that.
gotta have to try that, Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
There is an app for that.
All right, there is an app for it. Okay. Someone asks, how can my spouse and I enhance our sex life when he doesn't seem interested?
I don't want man, hey. I was about to say, what's wrong with him? Okay, when he doesn't seem interested. Well, what are you doing to make him uninterested? That's the question. Now, once again, that's where communication and talk comes in. You gotta ask them what's wrong. What's missing? What do you want? You know, some men. I'm gonna say this. And be careful when I say this. Some men, they want porno stars in the bed. You know, and you know they that's how they get off. You know, that's how they see sex as. You know, but there is a time when you can be his porno star. It's you two. It's just y'all. You gotta be his porno star. If that's what he likes, and that's what thinks can arouse him. You be that for him. Because I tell you one thing: if you don't, he will find somebody who will. So, ladies, spouses, you gotta be everything to your man. You know, be his friend, be his confidant, and sometimes you gotta be his porno star. And if you don't mind doing that, you know, if that's what you want to do to keep your husband, you might have to break down and go and do that for him if you love him. Because the Bible says do everything. You know, you gotta, you know, not the Bible. The Bible don't say nothing about porno stars. But I'm just saying.
Yes, Lord, we don't need this.
Sorry, Lord. I'm glad you fixed that up, Reverend. I'm glad you fixed that up, Reverend. Sorry, Lord. I'm glad you fixed that one up. Yeah, let's fix that real quick. Hold up. Ain't nothing about
Rightly divided.
Yeah. You need to be everything to your husband, to your spouse.
Become all things, Lord.
Yeah, become all things, man.
Yeah, my God.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, best friend, porno star. Because if you, like I said, if you don't still find somebody, or she'll find somebody that will too.
I think it goes back to what we talked about at the beginning of the show, communication.
Exactly.
You should have communication in every aspect of your marriage. So when it comes down to sex, baby, what you like? What don't you like? You know, when I kiss you like this, do you like this? If I don't kiss you like this, you know, tell me what it is, so that I can then perfect that thing that you like. You know, and as I know if you like that, then I can try some other little tricks later on, throw in the mix to kind of, you know, enhance that. But I think they need to start out by having a conversation, and then once that conversation has, you know, you start off slow. You know, what was it that made you fall in love with that person? You know, what was it that made you, you know, want to be with them for the rest of your life? Because when you made that vow and that commitment, guess what? You gave up all that other stuff. So now, if you now in the deal and you trying to switch up and get a new partner, then you wasn't really committed at all in the beginning. Right. So, you know, I think it goes back to communication. You have to sit down and talk about, you know, what's going on. You know, babe, why are you not interested? You know what I mean? And let's be real about it. You know, for some men, they're like, well, you know what? You're not the same person that I married. You know, you've gained some weight. Okay, well then let's go to the gym together, babe. You know what I'm saying? You work with that wife. You work with your spouse. You know, y'all talk through things, and whatever that problem is, you work through it and solve it together. Because at the end of the day, till death do us part. So death do us. Last person I will see before I go meet Jesus. Till death do us part.
Yeah. Well, you gotta communicate everything. Everything on the table. I mean everything, from money to sex-wise, to whether or not you want to have kids or not.
How many kids
you want to have?
What kind of house?
Exactly.
What kind of car?
What kind of car you want to have?
What kind of dog?
Yeah. Because you may be a big dog person. You may be a little dog person.
Maybe a little dog.
Right.
May not agree on the dog.
Right. You know, she may like cats. You may hate cats.
No,
you know,
no cats.
Yeah. I'm just
no
saying.
Cats.
You may hate goldfish. She may not like goldfish.
Oh my goodness, goldfish.
Yeah.
But it, like we said, it comes back to communication.
Everything.
You have to have that line of communication. You have to have that dialogue. And that dialogue brings intimacy.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, it does.
It brings intimacy. I can get my wife more aroused off of a conversation than me sometimes actually touching her or doing something to her physically. Because if I can get into her mind, and not trying to say manipulate it, but just talking and telling her how much I appreciate her, telling her how much I love her, telling her how much, you know, she means to me and what the kids mean to me, that right there will turn somebody on. So right now, you need what needs to happen now in this situation.
Like that.
You know, in this situation, you know, they need to go back and have a conversation. You know, they need to sit down and begin to talk and see, you know, where the disconnect came in. Yeah. Because right now they have a disconnect going on. Because you're into it and he's not. Okay, but why? You feel me?
I feel you.
So if you and I, and I'm just using an example, Bobby, this is an example because my wife right
Bobby.
there, Bobby, this is an example.
Don't get on it.
You know, if we're married and you say to me, babe, you know what, last night when you did such and such and such, I really didn't like that. So now I gotta, sit down and look at myself because I may be thinking my chest pumped out, and I'm thinking I'm the man.
Right.
But that didn't do nothing for you. So because now you told me that, then now I gotta go back to the drawing board and change some things up.
Right.
And so, well, baby, what is it that you do like? So communication is essential.
Very essential.
That's good. That's good. All right. The Bible says that the marriage bed is undefiled.
Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Well,
Wait a minute. I need to stand up on that one. Lord. Yes, God.
It's a question. That was just part of it.
You say it's undefiled. It's undefiled.
I just thank God for the five.
I thank God for undefiled.
Yeah.
Well, this person doesn't understand that. Can you explain
Let me
what
explain
that
what
means?
that
I wrote a song about it like here it go.
Let me explain.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Mike. You went first last time.
Okay, you go for it, man.
The marriage bed is undefiled, meaning that there are no limitations between you and your wife.
Yes.
Go for broke.
Yeah, brother.
Go for broke. Be the freak that God has created and ordained you to be with your wife, with your husband. Get freaky deaky from the window to the wall. I want everybody to freaking fall. Do you understand me? I need you to get in your secret place, in that place where you are comfortable.
Well,
you understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Come on,
you need to
preach up.
get to that place where you are comfortable.
Well,
and you and your wife, your husband, go for broke.
And break it.
And break it.
You got the parents to play it after the day.
Break it. Look at here. Look at here.
Come on, somebody.
You need to take her and blow her mind. You need to take him, blow his mind. Everything that you willing and wanted to try, guess what? You can try because you're married now.
Ain't nothing better than free.
Okay, I think I answered that. I'm sorry.
You ain't got to worry about
I had a
saying
moment.
that.
I had a moment.
I think more couples need to have more moments like that.
Yeah, man.
Somebody said throw her back out.
Hey, have a walking funny. Send her to work next morning with a smile on her face. Lord have mercy. Send him to work with a smile on his face.
Make sure she pass out in the bed.
Did y'all see that video where the woman had orgasm so bad she had to go to the hospital?
Yeah, yeah, that right there was real intense. Right there. Right. And dude is in there laughing, and she was like,
he was happy. He was like, undefiled right there.
Oh my God. How they call 911? I can't stop. Woo. Oh man, I let it go. I'm sorry.
oh God.
Did you want to add to the definition of the marriage bed being undefiled, or you got your point? I think you got your point. Okay.
There was a song out a few years ago called "Do What You Want."
Do what you want.
Just do it by the Jacksons.
Somebody said bow-legged.
But she also asks, are there limits to what can be done in the bedroom?
Just say.
I know you said, but I just want to clarify.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, listen. There are some things that maybe you or your spouse may want to try. Just know, now this is my personal opinion. I hear me and my wife, we get this question a lot about Lord, let me say this. Anal sex. Okay. For some reason, I guess it's the new trend nowadays. People are trying it, doing it, whatever. Now, me personally, I don't really like it. Don't. No.
I need you to say it, Reverend. I need you to say it, Reverend.
I don't promote it.
Yeah, spit it out, Reverend. Spit it.
Say
it, man.
But if you and your spouse want to go there, let me give you a few. Let me give you 3 words to help you with that. Lubricate, and lubricate. And if you wanted some more words, see those first 3 I just told you.
There again.
And also make sure that it's something that you and your spouse want to do. I would preface that maybe you ought to use condoms. because that area back there is very sensitive and it's very easy to tear because it's such very thin in the skin area back there.
Somebody
Also-
you sound like an expert, bro.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what I read.
coming out.
I'll tell you what I read. You know, I'm reading because I researched that when we had that question, and it's you know, you have to do your research when you talk about this kind of stuff because people would say, "What do you know about this? You ain't no doctor." No, I'm not a doctor, but I do know how to read, and I know how to read a medical manual, especially. So you need to make sure that something that you and your spouse want to do, you both agree on it, and you know, if it gets too intense, you get your safe words ready.
Yeah.
Like, you know, baby, okay, not now, that's too hard, you know, whatever. You know, so just be careful with it. If that's what y'all, like you said, it's undefiled, but there's also there are some limitations to things you can do. And one thing I stress most of all, that we really stress, and I don't know why we get this question, don't be bringing no third person to your bedroom.
Oh no.
That is a definite
no.
no-no.
We actually
That-
had that question on
Yeah,
TikTok.
you
That right there will get you a divorce real quick.
That's the Golden Brick
That'll get you a
Road,
divorce real quick.
Yellow Brick Road, right down to divorce land.
Yeah.
You don't want to go that path.
Because let her come in there throwing some tricks into the game that you don't do.
Oh Lord.
And he like it.
I'm
I'm trying to tell you, you have just invited danger into your bedroom.
to your house.
First and foremost, that's for me, for a married couple, that shouldn't even come up. You know, for a Christian married couple, you know, because those are the outside.
You would be surprised how much it does.
You'd be surprised.
I
It does come up.
Yeah.
And we asked, I think a few weeks ago, someone asked about threesome. So that's why I wanted to clarify. Is there any limits to the undefiled bedrooms? I'm
Yeah.
glad
I mean,
you brought
put it
that.
like this. For me in my house, I'm greedy, so I ain't trying to share nothing. I ain't sharing nothing, so the threesome is me, her, and the Holy Ghost. That's it.
Right.
Me, her, and Jesus. That's the only
Holy
threesome
Ghost.
going on. That's the only threesome going on in my place.
And if it get real good, Jesus got to go. I'm sorry. Lord, you got to turn your back on this one.
I want that gospel music. I want some Bubba Grind.
Yeah, exactly. See?
That's what I'm talking about.
I need some Teddy Pendergraphs. Take it all. You understand what I'm saying?
Turn off the lights.
Yeah.
All that.
Light a candle.
Yeah, see,
He always got to come in with the vocals, though.
Yeah, that's me.
that's the singer.
Singer.
Yeah, that's me.
I play it, he sing it.
Yeah, look.
We need to do
let me tell you
karaoke
something.
with this
Let me
man.
tell you something. If I want to get my wife in the mood, all I gotta do is just look at her and just tell her, one look in your eyes,
Oh, come on.
there I see.
Come on.
Okay, that's that secret place. Look, Talita, this is my house, y'all. Y'all not gonna be stripping in my house. That's being Bobby, okay? Bobby, you do it. All right. Let's get back to the
You
question.
better put a stripper pole in your business.
And you know what? That's something else. And you know what? That's a good thing. A stripper pole. Right.
Yeah.
Look, if you know your husband like the stripper club, get you a stripper and a pole.
Yeah.
Up in your bedroom,
Oh.
in your basement, wherever.
Speaking of stripper poles,
Make sure you have a leveler, though.
Yeah.
we sell those.
And make sure it's sturdy.
We sell those.
Oh,
Make sure it's sturdy.
Yeah. Look
We
here.
sell those in what's that thing, baby? The toy store. Yeah, we sell those.
Yeah.
Get you a stripper pole, put that joint in your secret room in your
And
house.
for the sister that was talking about how to entice a man, she swing on that pole for a little bit. I get you, he'll be enticed. I guarantee.
And they have classes.
Chair
that you can
dance.
take. Right.
Get a lap dance for that man. You put a chair in front of him.
Ladies,
Look.
if you're coming
Put on one
to
of his
Coupled
shirts.
Up Marriage Getaway, we'll be covering that,
Yeah.
okay? So I hope you'll check it out.
But in case you don't come,
In
Get
case
him.
you don't go,
Get
go
him.
to their page.
yeah, go to get one of his dress shirts on, and nothing else
And
under
then
that.
tie, make it loose.
And put them high heels on.
Or just take them when you walk in the
Yeah.
door. You don't even have to have anything on. That's what they said, right?
Drive that brother crazy.
Okay. Someone said that oral sex is unacceptable because it dehumanizes men and women. Is that true?
No.
Clearly, you just answered.
No.
What?
Well,
What?
That
What
is-
gospel is that according to?
that is a lie from the pit.
But there again, it's funny how everything comes back to communication. Because if you know that that's something that your husband likes, but you don't like, then guess what? If you want to keep your man at home and keep him happy, we're going to have a compromise, and we're going to have to have a come to Jesus moment. Because what you won't do,
someone else will.
he will truly find somebody else that will. And there again, that's that chink in the armor where the enemy comes in and begins to play. Because now in his mind, he's thinking, dang, I like this, but she ain't even willing to try.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to be able, and there again, the marriage bed is undefiled. This is your husband, this is your spouse.
That little imp on the shoulder be like, hey, bro, I know you like that, man. She ain't going to do it. Let's go someplace so we can find somebody that do that for you. And that's all it takes. I'm telling you, ladies, y'all got to learn how to compromise. If you think, look, let me tell you something. If you think it's dirty, if you think that thing is dirty, take it home and wash it yourself. Yeah, all that. What you say?
Yeah, use the grapefruit.
That was actually one of the questions.
Yeah, the grapefruit. You can.
What's the question? Hold on, let's get to the question.
It said, my husband loves oral sex, but he seems to last longer when I do it and my mouth gets tired. Are there any tricks to make it more enjoyable for the wife and to make him ejaculate quicker?
Oh my God.
Come on now. The grapefruit thing, yeah, that'll work.
Okay, y'all gonna have to explain the grapefruit thing, because y'all just saying the grapefruit thing. A lot of people
My
ain't
wife,
know
she can explain it better than I can.
I've actually tried it. This is supposed to be true talk with husbands, though.
Yeah, all right, you take the grapefruit, and you cut a hole in it all the way through, and you put it on his shaft, and you take it and you do your thing with it, but all you get is the flavor of the grapefruit and not the flavor of him.
And it doesn't burn.
And it doesn't burn, nothing like that. And it also stimulates him to, and the feeling of the juices and everything will probably make him come a little quicker than normal. Ejaculate. And just the fact,
politically correct.
Yeah, that's the word, right? I think politically correct. You need to work on that so much. Oh, Jesus. Anyway,
keeping it real.
Yeah, keep it real, y'all. Come on. It'll make him ejaculate quicker, and that way y'all can get to some other things. Next.
I mean, blindfold him. Get some sense in there. Get some other fruit. Get you some honey. Get you some syrup. Get you some strawberries. Get you some cantaloupe. Get you some play with his mind, because if you make him think about, if he can't see what's going on, trust me, that'll make him ejaculate a lot quicker too.
I mean, crazy. One of my personal favorites is hot fudge, chocolate fudge. Oh, not too hot. We'll burn nobody.
We don't want to be burned.
Chocolate syrup.
Hot fudge.
Yes, chocolate syrup.
Let me find out that's gonna be your new name, Hot Fudge.
Hot fudge. When y'all see say, hey, what's up, Hot Fudge? That's how we know you want to talk tonight.
If somebody call me Hot Fudge,
you Teddy Pendergrass. This Teddy Pendergrass and Hot Fudge.
Call me Hot Fudge, man. What's wrong with you? Come on.
This man got the slow jams going. You got all the tricks and the candy and the fudge and the syrup and all that
Oh
stuff.
my goodness.
You gotta do what you gotta do to keep it spicy. If it take hot fudge,
Not too hot though. We don't want any accidents.
Yeah. Let's try warm fudge.
Some warm fudge.
Caramel, whipped cream.
Yeah.
Caramel, whipped cream, cherry. Make a sundae on him or her.
Yeah.
And then begin to dive in and indulge yourself.
I like banana splits. Come on. Ice cream. Come on.
Deborah, it is fun being married, and that's what it's all about.
It is. Oh my God, it's so much fun. Let me tell y'all something. If you can't have fun in your marriage, something wrong with your marriage.
Something wrong with your marriage.
You need to y'all need to laugh and have fun with each other, crack jokes with each other. I mean, that's what makes all the bad stuff y'all got to deal with sometimes with family and work and everything, dealing with money. But when you can make each other laugh and make each other just have fun to be around, that's what makes it all and all that other garbage go away.
And you need a good stress reliever at the end of the day.
Right.
It's
And
all about relieving that stress.
Yeah.
You need a good stress reliever.
laughing and good sex is
Bobby
two of
came
the best-
home, y'all.
Two of the best stress relievers I can think
Ricky Bobby, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Bobby.
of. Bobby in the background.
Ricky
what's up?
Bobby, Teddy Winogrand, Hot Fudge.
You know what? Oh my goodness. Yeah, too much fun over here.
Oh my God.
I got one more. One more sex question.
Okay.
What are some good sexual positions for couples who are older or overweight?
Okay. Let's see. Ride 'em cowboy.
Jump on it,
Yeah.
riding my pony, my saddles
Is
waiting. Ow! Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. The cowboy position is a good one.
They won't question our salvation.
The cowgirl position and the reverse cowgirl is even better. So those are two good ones. The lap dance position when you're sitting in the chair, mountain and do your thing. There's the chair, bent over the chair. Position is a wonderful position.
Talk, shop, talk.
I believe the tabletop. You don't mind getting your counters a little dirty, a little messy. You can do that.
We clean them up. We can clean them up. We can clean them up.
Yeah, we got beats. We can clean that up. There's always this.
The Lord did say He laid up a table before you. A table before you.
Yeah, He did.
Yes.
Let us suck before the Lord.
Yes. Yes. Buffet. Yes.
Yes, sir. There's always that. There's that position right there. There are get you in fact, let me refer you to my wife's sex guide for Christian married couples. Sex between our sheets, what God allows. There is a section in there on positions that you can partake and partake.
You know what, God doggone it, boy? You just done talked up so much. Here go my offering right here. Here go my offering.
We ain't turned down nothing.
Rent. You gotta pay rent. For my stripper pole. Oh, Talib said that's her $1. No,
Oh, baby, I got more for you. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay. We'll take it.
Look, cheap shirt, so you got $3. Look at this, man. Come on,
Right,
man.
man.
We need y'all to dig deeper.
Right. For the strip ministry.
Sister Johnson started the stripping ministry to help the church.
And we know we gotta have a reinforced pole, so make sure your ankle holds and grip.
You know what happened last time? Sister Harrison.
We don't need nobody in traction. Amen.
Right.
Amen.
No, we don't. We want it to be fun.
We
don't
want
want
it
to
to be
end
fun.
in the
Nobody
hospital.
there. We don't want nobody, injured.
Deaconess Davis had a problem last time. We want to make sure she doesn't hurt herself no more. In the Zumba class, the stripper pole class. Come on, somebody.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we had a good time tonight. We're gonna wrap it up. I hope you had a good time. Like if you had a good time tonight with us, despite the technical difficulties. Thank you for sticking with us. We had a great time tonight.
Awesome time.
And so
Yes,
I always like to end with just a final nugget. You know, we do a lot of laughter. We get serious. It's like a little roller coaster that we go on. So I like to end it always with a question, just to give them a little nugget to remember. And that question is, what were the most powerful lessons you learned about marriage after saying I do?
Wow.
To always be honest in every aspect of my life with my wife.
Oh, say that again.
To always be honest in every aspect of my life with my wife. Total transparency. There's nothing hidden between Talita and I. There's, what's mine is hers and what's hers is mine. There's no, oh, I got this over here or this over here. My phone, she can get in my phone. She has full access to everything that I have. So she knows that I am 100% committed to her. I am going to love her, appreciate her, celebrate her to the highest. So that right there is my little nugget that I would draw.
Well, my little nugget is my wife is my best friend. Mm-hmm. She is my everything. She is my she is my lifesaver. She is my spokesperson. When I can't get the proper words out that I need to say, she does it for me. She is my representative in everything that I do and everything that we go through. Like I said, this is her baby. Mm-hmm. When she started this, she asked me, "Do you know that this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to be?" And I said, "Okay, baby, I'll support you, whatever." And when I want to do something, she supports me 100%. When I told her I want to get back into DJing again, she's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna push you. I want to help you, promote you, and everything." So she's the wind beneath my wings. I'm the wind beneath her wings. And when I was sick,
I thought Teddy was gonna start singing.
Yeah,
y'all. I was like,
no, seriously, no. When I was sick, and I thought I was gonna die last year, she is the one. Her and God are the two that brought me back. Mm-hmm. When I opened my eyes for the first time, I could really see again. She was the only thing that I really recognized. Because I know people will come visit me and stuff, and I would say, I could barely recognize her. But when she was there and she stood right on top of me and went through all the things I went through, the bad smells in the hospital room, she told me it was terrible. The stuff that they brought out of me and the weight loss, and it was crazy. I didn't know where I was, who I was, but I recognized her. Mm-hmm. And she is my all in all. She's my everything. That is the biggest thing that I took away from my marriage. And I know whatever I go through, she'll be there for me. She let me know that, because she could have let me die. I could have died in the hospital. They could have turned the machines off and just let me go on. But she said no. And when I wanted to die, this is serious, when I wanted to die, I told her, I said, "Look, let me go. Let me go out of here. I'm no good to you like this. I can't work. I can't see. I can't walk. Just let me go on and be with the Lord." She said, "No, we're going to fight. We're going to fight this thing out." And she made me stay and fight. Made me stay in. And I realized right then and there that I have somebody in my corner no matter what. When I wanted to give up on myself.
And that's important.
She would not let me give up on myself. She stayed with me. She fought with me. And I'll never forget that. And I always appreciate that about her. I'm like, men, husbands, you better find you one. If you got a good woman, if you got a good wife, you better do everything you can do to keep and hold on to it, because that might be the last person you have to depend on.
Bobby said amen. Bobby said amen.
Ricky Bobby testified. Amen. He back in the finance room right now.
And I've been married twice, and I can say this honestly. I love my first wife. I loved her. We were in love, deeply in love. But when our communication broke down, we just went our separate ways. And she is, and even to this day, she's still a good friend of mine. In fact, she's a good friend of my wife's. They talk. She's got remarried, and we talk and we have conversation. She prayed for me. My first wife prayed for me when I was in the hospital, sick and almost dead. She prayed for me and helped bring me back. Talked to me on the phone and everything. And they're good friends. I love her and appreciate her for that. But I also thank God for finding me a new wife, for giving me someone in my corner. That woman right there, hey.
Sex tonight.
Yeah.
They getting some tonight.
That's my boo, my girl.
Everybody getting some tonight. Bobby, get ready. No.
Turn off the lights.
Teddy.
I ain't even say she got so much time to answer.
We don't need no candles.
I'm just like, oh, you know that. But y'all need to.
LaVon, go ahead and get that hot fudge ready. Make sure it's nice and warm.
Ladies and gentlemen, hot fudge.
Hot fudge. Teddy. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining me and being transparent. I really enjoyed tonight. Once again, I apologize for the technical difficulties, but I thank you for being a part of it. Be sure to like their page. What's your social page?
Facebook, Michael DJ Mike Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can hit me up. Music. romance music, everything. That's my main focus on that page right there. I love the music, DJ.
They also, he's being humble, but I'm actually, am I joining y'all on Monday?
Yeah.
They have a radio show
Yeah,
today
radio
too.
show. I forgot about that. Yeah, we do. We do a radio show on Monday nights 9:00 on it's internet radio. It's called what's
WPG.
WPGR.tv.
Yeah.
You go on and find the app, and you can download the app to your phone, to your computers, your laptops, your home computer, and we do our show every Monday night from 9 to 10.
And they talk about sex for the whole hour.
Yeah,
Let's talk about sex,
if
baby.
you like this tonight,
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things.
Let's talk about
So they talk about sex for a whole hour. So I'll be joining them on Monday night.
And we have romantic music that I choose.
And he DJs. It's awesome. It's awesome. So please join me. Join them on Monday, 9:30 and 9. Don't join at 9:30 because we're gonna be in the middle of sex talk. Join at 9. And then next Friday I'll be heading up to Trenton, New Jersey. So keep me up in prayer. I will be on TV again. We was on Great Day Washington earlier this month, and so I'm ending the month on TV again for A Place to Soar. So I'll be sending out information about that. Praise God. God has definitely opened doors for Wife Up, and then also April I'll be April 29th. I'll be receiving the award for Wife Up. I'll be getting a Not Built to Break award at the Bold, Brave, and Beautiful luncheon at the not the Westfield Marriott. That's coupled up getaway. At the Greenbelt Marriott in Greenbelt, Maryland. So I'll post information about that. You're welcome to join us.
Okay.
Come support Wife Up. This is an awesome time. It's for business owners. So if you have a business and you want to be a part of it, just inbox me. I'll send you the information. I think my mother actually shared a flyer today. So I'll be getting an award at the Bold, Brave, and Beautiful luncheon on Saturday, April the 29th. And then I hope that you will join us at Coupled Up Marriage Getaway.
Yeah.
Don't forget, tickets close on April the 1st. So just look up Coupled Up Marriage Getaway and just go ahead and reserve your space. You don't want to miss it. We'll be talking about sex. We'll be learning a trick or two, having a good time with other couples, and just celebrating marriage. Okay, tell me about your social page. I know Talita wrote a book, she...
My social page is my wife's social page because I celebrate her. So she wrote a book, My Biggest Obstacle Is Me. We have a page for that, and it's dealing basically with you being in the way of you. Okay. And it really looks at it at a perspective of her journey from her being who God called her to be. My page, Jermaine J. Presley. You can find me there. Send me a friend request, inbox me, questions, whatever. Publicist, manager, hats.
All the hats. Well, thank you guys again. Thank you for joining us, and you have a great night. Get some tonight, okay? Use some hot fudge.
Yeah, get that grapefruit. Cut that grapefruit up. Don't cut that grapefruit up.
Try the grapefruit.
Chop.
Try the grapefruit, okay? Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.